Hi Virgo, welcome back for the Divine Masculine update. Those of you who are new, a very warm welcome. And return bees, hello again. Thank you for coming back. If you're needing a booking, the link is below, as well as any other videos connected to this one. Also, I am launching a new website, not a website, a YouTube account as of January the 1st. Information is below, but I will be also bringing more information to this channel in relation to the Twin Flame channel I'm creating. And if you do wish to have live sessions and be part of the update psychically, join the tribe and have the ability to ask some questions. Okay, past tense frequencies, masculines, what's coming through for you guys? Now, as of the 16th, we are moving direct, Venus. So any revelations you've had or the way your mind has been working, traveling back. We're also having Mercury go retrograde. That can be issues for transport, contracts, legalities, etc. Just missed emails, miscommunication. So if you're getting triggered, just be aware of that. Now, the first card coming up for you, past tense frequency, is love. You got love on the brain. Now, this was with your twin, how you wanted it to be with them, as well as other frequencies coming through. There is a transformation happening with the past, with the way in which you're seeing the past. The energy of your twin is here. However, on your side, just in general in your life, the way you're looking at it is love in general. Things that needed to change in the way that you looked at love. And things that hadn't come together in a consistent fashion. It's interesting because that was at the bottom of the deck and it's literally come back out again. So that's a very important message for you. Currently, you're feeling that the whole situation perhaps was cruel towards you, might have been as well towards your twin, but you're seeing the clarity and you're really doing a lot of meditation and you understand that this is a person you want to grow old with. You did want things to be different. Some of the frequencies are getting old, and some of it you're feeling you didn't show your best colours. Moving forward, you may hear gossip with what is going on with your twin, or you're thinking back to things you heard through the grapevine, and some of you, it might have been where you felt stuck because you didn't communicate this to your twin. It may have been rumours about your twin that were false, and it caused a breakup. They also may have left a situation to come to you, and then you guys end as well for some of you. But it's like a connection that you're missing, that you feel spiritually connected to. You're really up in your mind about it. I feel you had a lack of trust towards your twin. Now, you were looking at it like it was too good to be true. But very much were they mirroring this, and you know, they lost hope because you weren't seeing the potential. Currently, you can be very concerned about what they're doing, how they're going. They're being very cautious how they're relaying this information to me. It's really interesting. It's like they're really pausing with it. I don't know if in the past you guys were speaking very harshly to one another, maybe at a point in time, maybe irresponsibly, you know, with anger and sadness, but it feels as though they're really choosing their words very carefully, and they do mean it. It's heartfelt when they're meditating upon you. They're thinking of their words correctly, but cautiously. Again, they don't know what to say. They literally don't know what to say. It can be where they pretended they weren't jealous, but they were. It can be the way they were dealing with you because you were jealous because of their behaviour in various shapes and forms. It could have made you quite sick. Okay? where it could have affected your employment as well. They're really thinking back to, and look, moving forward, they still know you're the one. I feel even if you have been hurt and you're thinking, yes, I'm walking away, it's not over. It's never over. How others are influencing masculine. Others may not be doing as much work. Others may be trying to stop you from moving forward at an emotional, a spiritual, or an advice level. Which, with the movement forward, you're being cautious what you share with them. You're still being the king, but you're doing it at a very cautious level because there are people around you you simply don't trust. They haven't done what they said they were going to do. This is either within your friendships, you know, oh, I'll be your mate till the day I die. Situations like that, it just feels like there's some people that showed their true colours towards you. This could be a karmic. Yeah, a sweetheart that you've left. And I'm not feeling this to be twin. This feels separate. And really feeling bad that you're aware in your mind that, yes, some of these things was like karmic, but at a different level, you feel you could have been wiser. Some of you also have the energy that you are being a mother of a child. This is a separate frequency. There's a mother of a child here, and they tend to manipulate the situation. You're holding your cards very close to your chest, and you're being careful how you react to this individual because they're very manipulative. Where your twins are, how others are affecting their frequency. They're recouping. So they're with their tribe, or I wouldn't say they're isolating themselves at times when they're fatigued, yes. But in general, they're just being very cautious due to injustices in the past and conflict. But the movement forward is dealing with all these things. So they're actually recouping after really doing a lot of healing with what has happened, not being in a happy place, and dealing with people who really haven't treated them in a respectful manner. You know, people that they feel spiritually are their enemies. It could be if they are in a karmic relationship or a connection that they're wanting a divorce. It could be for some of them. Yeah, leaving someone who they've been with for a while for some of them. Because things weren't coming together. How you're feeling currently. You feel something's got to change. You feel it can't stay the way it stands right now. Something for you guys, as I said, I was picking up that some of you guys have left a partner. You're having the rebuild effect after it, but you're thinking back to when connections failed and having the rebuild. So some of you may be thinking about your twin. Some of you might be thinking about, in general, relationships that didn't work in the rebuild factor after. You're also thinking about the people that were there to support you, and currently, you know, the journey. Who was on the journey with you? Who was the person that was there? Let's see. Who was this person who was there, masculines? Was it your twin? It was your twin. Strong woman. Strong, independent woman. One person. That's not to say others weren't, but there's a key, strong, feminine energy here. So now a lot of what has been coming through in all the readings has been justice, contracts, legality, which is Mercury and Venus, you know, cautious connected to communication. Right now, what you're seeing is you need to make a sacrifice. If you've made a sacrifice perhaps for too long, it's caused issues, and you're finding no joy in it. What you're wishing to see change, guts over fear, taking a leap of faith, jumping in the deep end, having a restart. It's the restart button, because you're pining for a road that you know you should have been on a long time ago. So you're almost feeling, and it's interesting because I had a friend this week that started seeing clouds, and I had been seeing it, but I really didn't, really didn't think too much on it. And when I meditated further and did some research, the Fool card directly is the clown, and it is the 0 point, which is the restart. Moving forward, your intentions are to make correct choices. Looking back, okay, what path could I have taken? How did I do it incorrectly? What can I use from that, and that? And moving forward, you're wanting to focus on your finances. You're somehow believing that if you can bring it in, then it'll be okay. But in reality, what you want to see happen, which you know is the truth, is maybe we don't have time to do all of that. Maybe we need to jump and think about that after. And that's only because of what I'm being shown. The possible outcome is you're leaving a situation that betrayed you in the past at an emotional or 3D level. Others of you, it can be you're dealing directly with what happened in the past between you and your twin to heal the reunion, okay? Because at the moment, that needs to be dealt with first. Probably not the finances. Some of you maybe, but I'm feeling this isn't the issue. The actions you're taking are perhaps doing the work. It can be, big time changes in the heart where you are coming to the table and giving a lot more than perhaps you were, but dealing with the things at an emotional level in your own life that hurt you, or within this connection or a previous one in relation to someone you left behind, being your twin or others as well, but directly dealing with it head on. In relation to contact, currently you may be manipulated by people around you, and you need to be very careful. So your thought process about that would be that I'm hearing for some of you, if you're in a karmic relationship and you're about to leave it, they don't feel it to be polite to communicate with twin, because then twin would not think anything's changed. For you, you feel you've got to do the right thing in some shape, and you're preparing for that in order to do the right thing to be this, okay? In your money area, you're waiting for communication to come in for a contract. You're waiting. It could be a tax check. It could be anything to that degree, especially with waiting for finances, and the actions you're taking are in relation to finance, tying up loose ends. In love, this situation still needs to be healed. With a path, your intentions are to leave a connection, some of you, or leave old belief systems and old energies behind. To bring something together correctly. I feel this is wounds. It can be a karmic soulmate, karmic or a soulmate, but it just feels something's being left behind in order to move forward. You're very much in your mind about this. You have felt quite stuck, even at a planning kind of manner. You're very much up in your head. You sort of see crosses everywhere, and you're trying to multitask at a very high level. This multitasking can be causing headaches. I'm not saying panic, I'm saying frustration. Because you have the clarity of what you wish to do. You just don't quite. You feel you're running out of time. Now, with their finances, they may be currently not working. So this might be why. If between the two of you, it affected your income after you broke up, you're meditating upon that, and you're trying to recoup it to give back, to show the frequency's changed. For others of you, it can be that you have an expectation that this is what your role is and this is what their role is. Very old-fashioned values. Now, with love, they will be surprised. They'll be very surprised. And moving forward, they don't have any ill feelings towards you in a sense that they want London bridges to come falling down. They want this to bode well. They don't want any dramas. They would like communication to flow correctly and consistency. And I feel your intentions towards them is such as well. You may have old-fashioned values where you think the woman should be able to stay home, look after children, and perhaps even be the housekeeper. But I don't feel you're to the point you say you can't. I feel it's your belief systems towards yourself. You also don't want any dramas, which I feel you're looking at it like you understand if there is, but at the same time, you also wish to surprise them. This can be with some money. It might be they're in a sticky position right now. Some of them I'm saying car-related issues and them needing a hand with that. Some of you are also going to say what a lucky catch they are to you, and that you invested incorrectly and you feel that you wished you had before. It's going to make both of you quite emotional. But I feel that your twin might be quite shocked and look quite mute, only because of shock, not because they're not like, wow. Again, I'll leave it at that. That's what I've got coming through so far. If I do have any downloads, join the channel and psychically I update, which is very different to the card readings. And I'll talk to you then.